Yo, what's going on? This is Guitar Man Max. Before we start with any of this, peep the drip. Look at this shirt. Look at this graphic design on the sleeves too. So beautiful. Got this off Grave Shift Press. Their print on demand thing. This is in comfort colors. It's not the Gildan. I think it was the same price. It was like 30 bucks, maybe 35. Not bad. And you know, I think they got like Ascended Dead on there too. They got other bands. I can't think of what else they got. But if you're a fan of the Ghoul, you got to go get this. I think it's licensed because, I mean, they endorse it on their Facebook and stuff. I'm sure it is. I don't think it's bootleg at all. Nevertheless, this is awesome. I'm so glad to have gotten it. Anyway, the topic for today's video is my favorite extreme metal YouTubers, mostly extreme metal, you know, Black Death, thrash, that kind of stuff. I'm going to start off with Quest for Metal, the Englishman. Love that guy. I kind of got the idea from him. I don't know. He had that like year in review with like metal channels. I was watching it, and then at some point a few weeks later, the light bulb just like went off in my head, and I was like, oh, I'll go over my favorite metal channels. So he like kind of gave me the idea, but I'm gonna go over this list by like what they're good for. So for him, what I wrote down, he's very good for like rankings, tier lists, that kind of stuff. Especially with like, he's big into like the more melodic side of black metal and like kind of death doom, funeral doom stuff. I like his opinions. He has a wide range of stuff he talks about too. So it's not, he doesn't have some like super strict music taste he's trying to be like elitist or whatever about. I mean, yeah, there are some people that are annoying about that, but it's definitely not as big of a problem as a lot of people make it out to be. You know, it's like people have opinions. Who cares? Next, we have the Radio Free Innsmouth podcast. This dude has a ton of episodes. I've been watching a lot of them recently. I really enjoy it. And something I like about him is he really goes into like music theory and song structure, which a lot of YouTubers don't really do. But yeah, he does a lot of that, which as someone who likes to make music, seeing someone like analyze that is kind of helpful for me too when I'm trying to replicate stuff. But also like when he's talking about bands, obviously he's going to go into some like band lore stuff. Hold on. Best for like black metal, I think that's really where that guy shines. And next up, we got CountBlagorath. So I like to watch him for like collection, like black metal, also rants. And that's kind of got to come up a few more times in this, because I guess just as people who like metal, we like to rant about shit. So yeah, he has some pretty good ones up. They're pretty funny. Also, you know, kind of true too. There's some stuff to rant about. I also said atmosphere too, and the reason why I say that is he'll talk about a lot of like atmospheric kind of stuff, and it'll really get you in the mood to listen to that. I don't know why, but just like the way he explains it is just like chill as fuck. I don't know, but yeah, cool guy. Go check out his channel. And then next, SpectreSoundStudios. You want to watch this guy for like things like gear, production, just like music education. He also has kind of a ranty vibe to him too. This guy loves like yelling at the camera, but he knows a lot of stuff. He knows his shit. I mean, sometimes he'll say something about gear that's like really, what's the word I'm looking for? Just like provocative, I guess. But, you know, it's all in good spirit. He's trying to teach you how to make music the best way you can and produce it and record it the best way you can. So if you're a musician, you should check that guy out. Again, SpectreSoundStudios, I believe, is the name. And then next up, we got Wyatt, or his channel name, Wyattxhim. He has really in-depth videos, even with his like rankings and stuff too. But where he really shines, I think, is like stories about bands, band lore, and also just about the most like underground stuff you've never heard of, even stuff outside of metal too, he will do. And his collection too. This guy has a lot of shit and knows a lot of shit. And I think he has a pretty good talent for describing the music before you even listen to it. So, you know, with like the internet, you're bombarded with so many choices on what to listen to and like so many bands. It's like, dude, I can't possibly listen to all this. I have a life, you know what I mean? Like, there's times where I just can't be listening to music, or I'm just too fucking exhausted. But he's got to narrow that down for you, give you a good explanation. And so whatever he's suggesting, like, you'll know what's in your ballpark kind of and what isn't. Next up, we got Jimmy from the Block. I like to watch him. He has a lot of videos, they're just like humor and like memes and stuff. But also this guy knows his shit with brutal death metal. So if you're into brutal death, you gotta give him a watch. One of the biggest brutal death YouTubers on the platform, probably. I think he has like 10K. He also has a good collection too. He's mostly into like CDs and tapes, I believe. But yeah, I mean like death grind, stuff like that too. He's also got a band. I know that. Who else on here does have a band? I think CountBlagorath, I believe, had one. I'm not sure if he's still in one. I know he had some sort of like down-tempo deathcore band, I think. I remember him mentioning that once. I remember a lot of random stuff people say. I'm not sure if I've listened to it, but you should go check it out, you and me. And Jimmy's band, Jimmy from the Block. What is his band called? I'll link it in the description because I do not remember. But I'm going to check them out at some point too. I think it's like pretty Ripping Corpse inspired. Next, we got Rauta. I didn't roll the R. Sorry, that was a very American pronunciation. Let me try that again. Rauta. That's how you say it, I'm pretty sure. He's from Finland, and he is one of my favorite people to watch at the moment for interviews. He interviews like a lot of like black metal bands and stuff, like stuff you wouldn't find from like maybe larger platform people and stuff like that. But yeah, they go pretty long and pretty in depth. I mean, he seems like a chill guy to talk to, so the interviews seem human. Yeah, you should go check him out. Then we got the Garza Podcast. I'm pretty sure Chris Garza's from Suicide Silence. He has pretty long interviews, so that can get like just into the real nitty gritty of these people's lives. If you just want to like know more stuff about a musician, hey, that's a good one to check out. I really liked the John McEntee interview. I mean, yeah, Incantation's fire. What can I say? He's a chill dude too. Good guy to interview, good interviewer. It was a good episode. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's gotta do it for my list for now. You should check out all those people. I'll link their channels in the description. But then just a couple of honorable mentions. First, Altars of Mattness. Unfortunately, as someone who's named Max, I could have had a channel named Altars of Maxness, but we have a Matt already with that channel name. I don't blame him. He was first. He's an OG compared to me. But he has a good channel. I like his rankings and stuff. Yeah, I feel like for rankings, it's kind of like we were just like watching these channels and stuff, just looking for stuff to listen to. Watching a few different ones with a few different tastes will kind of get it all, you know, well-rounded and stuff. And then my other honorable mention is Justin Horval, or his channel name now is Dead by Dog. Kind of funny. A little bit of a controversial figure, I guess you could say. A lot of people don't like him. But, like, to be honest, like, he's mostly just messing around. I mean, for, like, rants especially, his videos tend to be pretty funny. I mean, he obviously has a big collection, too, because the guy runs Hell's Headbangers. And, I mean, if you buy from it, like, I don't know, you can't really hate the guy. They have good prices. They have a lot of shit. So, hey, he made something I liked. And I watch his channel sometimes. But all these channels you should go check out if you're just looking for more music. Once again, obviously check out my channel too. I don't have a ton of stuff up right now, but you know, we're on the grind. I'm about to record another video after this that will either go up before or after. So yeah, just remember to like and subscribe, hit the bell, all that stuff. I want to grow my channel. I want to have a little bit of an audience. I'm at like 19 subs right now. whatever. But that's gonna be it for today.